Dave, considering you guys were up 5-0, to be able to come back even in extra innings, how big was that?
It was huge. I think that, obviously to build a lead, and I thought offensively, team offense-wise, we were really good. Still had some opportunities to, score some more runs early on, which we didn't cash in. But I think overall the effort was really good. And to score late, Tommy with the big hit was huge. Andy with the big at bat, and the starter. I thought Dustin didn't have his best stuff, but made pitches, got double plays when he needed to. And it's unfortunate that his 2 runs that he left on got cashed in. But I think that where he's at right now, he's in a good spot. And as we continue to move throughout the summer, I'm going to continue to, push him more. But I think for me, it's very important, given his health history and kind of what he's coming back from, to kind of manage it over the long season. But he's doing a heck of a job for us.
How do you balance? Obviously, you guys won tonight, but his unsatisfaction with the way he pitched and the way things went early, or in the 6th inning.
Yeah, you know what? I think that I don't think the really good pitchers are never going to be satisfied and never want to come out of a game, and that's a good thing. And so he's continuing to, want to get better and go deeper in games, and I'm going to give him that opportunity. I just felt right there to get those guys to the other side of the plate. I felt, Ben had pitched in 4 days, and we need him to be better. And so just unfortunately tonight, he just wasn't on tonight.
How stressful have you think the Wings felt this year?
They have. It's just, I was talking to the coaches earlier tonight, it just seems like we're a 500 team, just kind of given with what's going on, but I think we're a game behind the best record in the National League, and so it doesn't feel like that, but I think that's a good thing as far as there's no complacency with our ball club. All the stuff that we've gone through with kind of inconsistencies with the offense, with some hiccups sometimes with the defense, with the injuries, and still to be where we're at. And so I think that that's a bad sign for the rest of the league.
You kind of talked earlier, how important is this stretch where it's like 9 out of 12 games against Pittsburgh and Miami to let's really build momentum, especially after considering how most of this month's going to go for you guys?
It's important. Still hard to win a major league game, and this stretch right now, obviously with the relievers, you're trying to kind of manage those guys, and you got to get some length, and you're still trying to win a game. But against teams that aren't 500, you got to try to win more than your fair share. And today it would have hurt to give this one up.
How tough is it to kind of regroup when you blow the early lead and you miss chances in the later innings to go back ahead, and then you fall behind to put together the kind of inning you guys did in the bottom of the 10th? It's
sign of experience, and Andy's at that right there. You're down a run, you got to try to get on base and not try to expand, take the walk, and then Kike comes in there and gets down a nice sacrifice bunt to set the stage for Tommy. So it's just good to see that. And even earlier in the game, Mookie gets a guy over, gets Shohei over, and Freddie gets a base hit with a drawn-in infield. So we're doing things like fundamentally really well now offensively, and that's a good thing. And Teo obviously is still a fire, and with another homer, so some good things happening.
And Dave, 3 hits for Miguel Rojas tonight. Just what do you think about his night, and just what do you think he's taken on the challenge of being able to just expected to produce even with the days off, kind of in between his playing time?
Miggy's been great. He's a glue guy for our club. It's a hard role when you're not in there and you're playing once, twice a week. The 2-strike block base hit. Then he gets a bunt base, or then he gets a double to drive in a run. Then he gets a bunt base hit. Obviously, the solid defense, and even to give way to Tommy late against Tinoco, just understanding I like the matchup, and he's just great, and it was good for all of us to see Miggy throw out a few knocks tonight.
When you have someone as versatile as Tommy, do you ever really expect to give him, like a full day off?
No, not necessarily. I think ideally I would have liked to have given him a full day off, but I just felt that at that moment in time, inserting him in the 8th inning was the best chance to win the game. And, but I do think that him not having to start was a good mental blow for him. You know, he's played a lot, but yeah, whatever it takes to win a game, and he was all in on that.
Was it tough to face a manager that, you know, he knows almost everything about this team?
It's different looking on the other side and seeing Clayton over there, kind of running that ship, very proud. But he certainly knows my tendencies and certain guys I'm going to hit for and things like that. So, and I'm still learning his, but it's still good to see him over there.
Were you surprised, they've done this all year, but for them to bring the infield in with less than 2 outs, how much did that benefit you guys? Or?
Yeah, I was surprised by that. You want nobody out to bring the infield in, but I'm sure there's some math behind that. But you know, that's kind of their strategy right there.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.